If you miss these, you might not be the sharpest tool in the shed, or you might have been a kid. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 adult jokes you missed in Shrek. For this list, we'll be going over the gags from the Shrek franchise aimed more towards adults than kids, and that you may have overlooked on first viewing.
Please keep up on the grass, shine your shoes, wipe your face.
Number 10, She's Not Easy, Shrek.
Mirror, mirror on the wall, is this not the most perfect kingdom of them all?
Well, technically you're not a king.
The villainous Lord Farquaad, who starts Shrek on his fateful journey, is searching for a princess to marry to legitimize his rule. To that end, he inquires of the magic mirror to locate a suitable princess to be his bride.
So, just sit back and relax, my lord, because it's time for you to meet today's eligible bachelorettes. And here they are.
The mirror displays the eligible ladies in a manner similar to a dating game show host. When speaking about Snow White, the mirror remarks that while she lives with 7 men, namely the dwarfs, she isn't easy.
Bachelorette number 2 is a cape-wearing girl from the land of fancy. Although she lives with 7 other men, she's not easy.
When we were younger, the reference to Snow White being intimate with her roommates was lost on us, but the implications are both funny and unsettling now.
Give it up for Snow White.
Number 9, College Trip, Shrek the Third.
You really should think about going on a diet.
Yeah, you should think about getting yourself a pair of pants. I feel all exposed and nasty.
In order to find a suitable replacement heir for the kingdom of Far, Far Away, Shrek, Donkey, and Puss in Boots travel to find Artie. During their journey, they encounter Merlin, whose eccentricities are as numerous as his less than successful spells. The madcap wizard sends the group back to Far, Far Away, with the side effect that Donkey and Puss switch bodies. Upon their arrival, Donkey remarks that he hasn't been on a trip like the one they just experienced since college.
Man, I haven't been on a trip like that since college.
Aside from the bizarre revelation that Donkey has a higher education, the reference to recreational drug use can be easy to miss, particularly since so many college students go on literal trips abroad.
I've been abracadabbed into a fancy feasting second-rate sidekick.
Number 8, Milkboarding, Shrek. The aforementioned Lord Farquaad doesn't take too kindly to fairy tale creatures living in his kingdom, and when he isn't driving them out of their homes, the guy is straight up savaging them.
That's enough! He's ready to talk.
Farquaad orders the torture of the gingerbread man by having his head dunked in milk, which kids, of course, won't realize has Iraq War-era brutal interrogation connotations.
Run, run, run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man!
You're a monster.
Then there's the ripping off and crushing of Gingy's legs, before Farquaad threatens to tear off his gumdrop buttons.
Tell me, or I'll...
No, not the buttons. Not my gumdrop buttons.
All right then, who's hiding them?
The darkness of the scene can get a little lost, what with the ridiculous Muffin Man exchange, but it's really messed up when you think about it.
Do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
Number 7, Frankincense and Myrrh, Shrek the Third.
What in the Shister-shy kind of place is this?
During the course of their search for Arthur, Shrek and company discover the future king at a boarding school that mixes modern high school tropes with medieval fantasy ones. While exploring the campus, the trio pass by a carriage in the rough shape of a VW bus, whose occupants stumble out covered in smoke. One asks the other not to burn all his frankincense and myrrh.
Hello, bro. Don't burn all my frankincense and myrrh.
The marijuana reference is easy to overlook, since it's a throwaway scene. Somehow we doubt they'll be gifting their stash to their newborn Lord and Savior, or whatever the fairy tale equivalent is. Number 6, Physical Relationship, Shrek. Shrek and Donkey's first adventure together involves rescuing Princess Fiona from a castle guarded by a fearsome dragon.
You're a girl dragon. Oh, sure. I mean, of course you're a girl dragon, because you're just reeking of feminine beauty.
However, as Donkey soon discovers, the dragon is female and quite infatuated with him. While the dragon's amorous intentions are about as subtle as Donkey is quiet, the sheer number of innuendos in their first meeting can be easy to miss when you're a kid.
I don't want to rush into a physical relationship. I'm not emotionally ready for a commitment of this magnitude. Really is the word I'm looking for. Magnitude. Ah! Hey, that is unwanted physical contact.
From Donkey claiming he's not ready for a physical relationship, to the dragon's off-screen touching of Donkey's body parts, this scene is a lot dirtier upon rewatch.
I mean, we really should get to know each other first, you know, as friends, or maybe even as pen pals.
Number 5. Paid. Shrek. This franchise's take on Robin Hood is unique, to say the least.
Be still, mon chéri, for I am your savior, and I am rescuing you from this green beast.
Why is he French? When Robin, or as he prefers Monsieur Hood, sees Shrek with Fiona, he attempts to rescue her from the apparent monster.
Please let me introduce myself. Oh, merry man!
He and his merry men then launch into a musical number that they've clearly rehearsed, explaining who he is.
I risked you pretty damsels, man, I'm good!
Monsieur Hood!
Break it down.
One of the verses mentions that Hood likes an honest fight and a saucy little maid, which is basically to say that he likes to get, and Hood interjects with the word paid.
I like an honest fight and a saucy little maid.
What he's basically saying is he likes to get
paid.
The natural completion of the verse would have been the word laid, but with the pace of the song, the joke can get lost in the rhythm. Number 4. Farquaad's name, Shrek.
Who knows where this Farquaad guy is?
Although this not-so-big bad's name sounds like someone trying to gussy up their description of the distant part of a school campus, it's actually much more juvenile.
Captain, assemble your finest men. We're going to have a tournament.
Try saying his name aloud, but without the letter R. We'd say it ourselves, but we try to keep things family-friendly here.
I am Lord Farquaad.
Also, while we can't prove anything, the fact that Farquaad's kingdom is a pretty thin parody of Disney makes it possible that the creators of Shrek were using the small ruler as a commentary on then Disney CEO Michael Eisner, and the name is a big middle finger at the man.
Some of you may die, but it's a sacrifice I am willing to make.
Number 3. Knights and OJ, Shrek 2. As we've seen already, the world Shrek inhabits is a hilarious mix of modern-day pop culture and fantasy tropes.
Everyone who's anyone has turned out to honor Princess Fiona and Prince Shrek, and oh my, the outfits look gorgeous.
One such blending occurs in the second film, which sees several of Shrek's fairy tale friends watching a red carpet ball on the magic mirror. During a commercial break, they switch to Knights, which is a pretty clear parody of the show Cops.
Tonight on Knights.
Now here's a good show.
We got a white Bronco heading east into the forest, requesting backup.
It's time for the men in steel to teach these madcap mammals their devil-may-mare attitudes just won't fly.
The shaky cam sees Shrek, Donkey, and Puss, the former two transformed into new forms, arrested by the boys in steel. Not only is Puss found to be in possession of catnip, which he denies is his, in a clear drug parallel, but Donkey is referred to as a literal white Bronco, a reference to the infamous police pursuit of O.J. Simpson.
Catnip.
That's no mine.
Hold on, it's mine, Princess Fiona!
Number 2. Me Time, Shrek. Lord Farquaad is evil, but also gross. We've already detailed how he uses the magic mirror to find a potential wife, but his use of the mirror doesn't stop there.
Number 3.
Lord Farquaad, you've chosen Princess Fiona.
Later, Farquaad is seen in bed, requesting the mirror show him Fiona again.
Again. Show me again.
While kids, and the far more innocent-minded among us, probably took the moment for a demonstration of Farquaad pining after the idea of his future bride, the implication is actually that he might be intending to use the image to, enjoy himself.
Mirror, mirror, show her to me. Show me the princess.
The signs are all there, from the mood lighting to the mirror's look of disgust to Farquaad looking down at something under the covers that we can't see, and never want to.
Perfect.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Compensating, Shrek. The first hurdle in Shrek and Donkey's mission to get the fairy tale creatures out of his swamp is finding Duloc, Farquaad's castle. Upon arrival, Shrek asks if Donkey also thinks that the castle's large size indicates that Farquaad is compensating for something.
So, that must be Lord Farquaad's castle.
That's the place.
Do you think maybe he's compensating for something?
As children, it's a funny joke. Because, haha, Farquaad is short. But as adults, the implication that the diminutive lord may be making up for a deficiency inside his trousers, rather than his height, is far more obvious. Then again, it's entirely possible that Farquaad is trying to do both. Who are we to say? Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.